Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I would love to make a fun project with you. I shared this project in my recent hop that I did with the Paper Sisters. That was on Saturday, May 9th. You can go back and check that out if you'd like. Today, I'm going to make it with you. If you have the Shadowbox punch board, that's what I'm using. And if you don't have it and want to go and get it and come back and make it, this is what I used to make this project. And I will come back on different days and make some of the other projects that I shared as well. And then I still owe you all the project that we built, the little boxes, the matchbox drawers, and to put them together into a fun project that you don't need many tools for. So be on the lookout for that. All right, let's get into this fun project today. Okay, again, today's project, we are using the We Are Memory Keepers Shadowbox punch board. Mine is not the We Are Memory Keepers. I thought I purchased it, so be careful if you purchase from Amazon. Make sure you are getting the We Are Memory Keepers. I recommend going over to scrapbook.com and getting it from there. Anyway, today I'm using 2 sheets of okay, so it is roughly 8.5, the legal sheet by 11. This one's a little bit off, but I literally just grabbed a sheet about this size. Okay. And I have my papers that I'm going to use. And so with the Shadowbox punch board, all of the lines are there for your score marks. But it's not made for this size paper. And so we shift it up, line it up, and finish making our lines. Okay? Rotate. And you're going to do this to all 4 sides. Again, with the long side, go as far as you can. Rotate up, shift or push up, and finish. Okay, and this is the last side. Oh, I did not get all 4 sides, so make sure you get all 4 lines. Okay. Okay. And again, there is 4 lines. I don't know why I didn't get that one, but let's get them all. Okay, and now to use the punch board. And then I'm going to go back and do the other one real quick on my own. We are not going to do the short sides, only punching the long sides. And you punch once, you punch twice, and then you're going to flip it over. once, twice, and let's do the same to the other side. Okay, and now prepare the other paper. Okay, we're going to do the same to the other side, the other paper, because we want to. All right, and do the same. Remember, all 4 score lines. And there we go. Really quick when you have this. There are tutorials on how to do this without a tool. But if you happen to get it, it makes for a really, really quick project. There we go. Now again. Flip. Wrong side. Now this side. Shh, my werewolf cat. All right, there we go. Now we have 2. Go ahead and get yours ready and come back. Okay, and then score all of your lines and burnish them. And you only need 2 for this project. Okay, and go ahead, burnish all of yours and then come back. Okay, get your wet glue. And I think there is a trick, and you want to do the sides that have those miters first. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to line up that one, and you're going to fold it flat. Okay, and that lines it up perfectly. And there we go. And now do that to this side as well. That way there's no way to be off on it. It really does line it up perfectly, like so. Okay. And then pop it up. Okay. Now let's do the same to the other side here. Okay. And now this We're going to fold in, bring down like you're going to make your box, and then pop it over. And it lines it up perfect. Okay. And again, on this side. Line this up with this line in here, which is the edge of the box. And then rotate over and fold. Okay. And now we're going to glue in these short sides and do the same thing. Please, Percy, go lay down. My guard, apparently. And do the same thing. Line it up with the edge of the interior of the shadow box, fold over and go flat. Come inside there in the corners, get in there. And then before you finish, get a little bit of glue. And pop it in. Line it up and hold it. Get rid of that excess glue. Okay. And you're going to do the same to the other side on both of the shadow boxes. And all of these sides are a 1/2 inch, so you automatically know the size that you need to cut to do your matting. Okay, and line that up like so. Fold it over flat. And pop it up. Get some glue in there. And pop it in. Line up those edges, those corners, and it's perfectly mitered. All right, let's do the same to the other side. Okay, now we have our 2 pages or 2 sides, or just like this. And remember, if you go back and look, this is how this one looks. And I forgot to tie it up. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, but anyway, so what we need now is the hinge to connect the 2 pieces, and then we can make the belly band. Okay, so we know we need 1 inch because each side is a 1/2 inch. Okay, so we need 1 inch by the length of the project, and it is 7 inches. So we need 1 inch by 7 inches, and I'm going to cut that and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my 1 inch by 7 inch cardstock, and now I'm going to fold it in half. You can use a scoreboard. Okay, and then also flip it to the other side. All right, you want it very amiable or pliable, is probably a better word. Now get your glue and let's glue it to one side first. Pick the less pretty side and cover that. Even though we're going to cover it with some cardstock. Okay, and make sure you've got it going in the right direction. Wet glue is best. It gives you a moment to fiddle with it. And you want to line up that center hinge. Okay. And again, make sure you've got it facing you now. And let's glue the other side. Line up that book. The shadow box sides together as best as you can. Line them up. And there we go. And then you want to cover your book before you make your belly band, unless you know you're not going to be using super thick paper. This is scrapbook weight paper, so I can confidently make my belly band first. That's what I did with that one, but I suggest doing all of your matting before you make the belly band. Okay, and to make the belly band, I believe I used a 1.5 inch piece of cardstock, but I did a 1 3/8. You can do 1.5. It's up to you. And so I did 1 3/8 for mine. And I'm going to cut a 1 3/8 piece of this cardstock. Okay, so you're going to cover your book. And so let's pretend that we have covered our book, okay? Now get your 1 3/8 piece cardstock. And you're going to fold it over. And then you're going to want to make a little piece if yours is too short, okay? But you can see we've got bends, okay? So go ahead and do that first bend. Okay. come back to your project. All right. And make your second bends, your second folds. And that should give you your belly band. And it's not, you don't want it super snug, okay? And now you can either cover with another little piece or you could just do an embellishment. It's totally up to you. I'm going to cut another little piece and cover these ends and make it one whole piece. Okay, so I cut a piece of cardstock. And we're going to band-aid these pieces together, okay? Line it up. Now glue the other side. And let's use the box. Okay. Line it up the best you can. Now, slip it off and just trim that excess. And then that's where you can do your embellishing. And it gives you a wonderful little way to close everything up and without using magnets or Velcro or anything like that. Okay, so there is my tutorial for today. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed this one. And just let me know if there's any other tutorials that you're interested in. This one did happen to use a tool, but I know there are a lot of wonderful tutorials out there for shadow boxes without using the shadow box tool. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending your crafting time with me. And this is Denise AbateSmith, and I am Treasures of a Crafty Mind. And this is what my crafty mind came up with. Have a awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.